Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Ray's Reviews. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about if Crypto.com is spending too much on marketing. And I'll be showing you guys a cool clip from my trip to Las Vegas. So stay tuned and let's go. All right, so if you guys are new to Crypto.com is an all-in-one crypto ecosystem where you can buy, sell, trade different types of cryptocurrencies, and they have the best-in-class crypto cashback rewards card, the Crypto.com debit card. And with that said, let's start today's topic, which is the marketing of Crypto.com, which has been absolutely insane. So I made a recent trip to Las Vegas, for just a couple of days. And on my trip to the Strip, business was back like normal, okay? So business was booming, people were out, they were having fun, they were gambling, and it looked like Las Vegas pre-pandemic. And to my surprise, as I was, walking down the Las Vegas Strip, I saw some mass advertising by none other than Crypto.com, and I'm just gonna show everyone a little bit of this clip. So here it is. I'm here in Vegas, and obviously here you can see that Crypto.com is advertising heavily, even in Vegas. So what is absolutely insane is that, I'm walking down the Las Vegas Strip, passing by Bellagio and, all these other cool hotels. And literally every 10 minutes, every 5 to 10 minutes, as I'm walking down the Strip, I see another advertisement for none other than Crypto.com. So just this mass exposure and marketing is, completely insane. They were just advertising absolutely everywhere. And then it kind of, brings me up to the next question, which is Crypto.com, spending too much on marketing? And, also, why are they spending so much on marketing? So I just wanted to do a little bit of a deep dive analysis on my thoughts. And this really comes down to customer acquisition. And if you've been following Crypto.com for the last couple of months now, you know how insanely fast this project has been growing. And, other crypto exchanges like FTX has, signed up spokespeople like Tom Brady, but Crypto.com has actually one-upped them, and they've actually, Matt Damon is now actually one of the top, spokesperson for Crypto.com with the most recent campaign that was launched just a couple of weeks ago. So the marketing exposure is absolutely insane, and crypto has a new leading man, which then kind of begs to this question is, why is Crypto.com spending so much money on, marketing? Can they actually afford to spend all these dollars on marketing? And I think it really comes down to the customer acquisition debate. And right now we're just so early in the kind of the crypto ecosystem. We haven't even penetrated more than 5% of global users. And obviously Crypto.com is on a mission to get over 100 million users by 2023. And, a big part of that strategy involves obviously marketing and customer acquisition. They're going to try to do everything in their power to become the premier exchange. Now, companies that are just 100% marketing but don't offer a uniquely differentiated product will most of the time die out in the long term, right? You can't build a company just through marketing and hype alone, right? So then this kind of, so then I started kind of asking myself, what are the things that Crypto.com is kind of doing differently versus its competitors, and what really is their customer acquisition strategy? And sometimes I think, when I analyze Crypto.com as, a project, as a company, I wonder if I'm a little bit biased because I'm obviously, a long-term supporter of this project. I have the Icy White crypto card, so I obviously believe a lot in the potential of this project. So I really want to kind of go down, this entire beginner's mindset again. Like, what if I had absolutely zero knowledge of crypto? What if I had no knowledge of cryptocurrency? I didn't know, which are the good crypto exchanges to use? What would kind of lead me down the path to kind of choose Crypto.com? Why would I kind of, stay with crypto.com, especially when there's a lot of other competition out there. And in my last video, I kind of talked about the differences between crypto.com versus, like Voyager, FTX, Coinbase, and Celsius. So I started asking myself, what is something that I am an absolute beginner in, that I have absolutely no knowledge of whatsoever, something that I've kind of been curious about, wanted to kind of check it out, but really had no idea otherwise about that. And in Las Vegas, that thing to me was really sports betting. I've never betted on sports before in my life. I've always kind of been curious about it, but I never really took the time to understand how lines worked, how you place bets, what's the best way to go about it, what's the best sports betting app out there. And as I was walking through, some of the hotels, this app called, which some of you might have heard of if you're into sports betting, which I'm not, but BetMGM, it was just plastered all over all those different hotel walls. They were doing like insane amount of advertising. There's a lot of commercials about BetMGM. I'll show you guys a quick clip of one of those commercials as well.
You want to make every game interesting? Step 1, open the BetMGM Sportsbook. Step 2, put some skin in the game. And step 3, showtime.
But essentially, because, BetMGM was kind of all over the place, I figured it wouldn't hurt to take, a little bit of a harder look at this, because I wanted to try it out. I really wanted to approach this from a beginner's mindset, have an open mind, why some people decide to sports bet, is it profitable, what you could kind of do with it. So this kind of led me down to that rabbit hole of, okay, so BetMGM, it has all this great advertising all over all these different casinos. And, it's supposed to be a really simple process where, you download this app, you get verified, and you can start sports betting right away. So, I was just like, what can I possibly lose from this experience? My only two criteria are, number one, is the app simple and easy to use? And number two, is it safe? And to satisfy the first criteria, it's basically, I'll download the app. If it's easy to use, I'll continue using it. But if it sucks, it's hard to use, I'm gonna move to alternatives right away. And the number two thing is it safe? Well, I'm not really gonna spend hours and hours researching about different, sports betting apps, right? And, just the fact that, this company is BetMGM, which may be a part of MGM, I'm not sure, but just due to the fact that MGM has their name behind it, which obviously they're one of the largest, entertainment resort destinations out there, massive company backing it, I decided to check it out. And then I started to think about some of the parallels between, BetMGM and crypto.com, for a newcomer to the space. Because once again, I'm trying to approach this from a absolute beginner's mindset, right? So someone that's absolutely new to crypto, they don't know which exchange to kind of use, where to get started off. Well, a lot of the times they're gonna go to the option that is the most well-marketed right in front of them, just like myself, right? Like, I'm sure there's hundreds of different sports betting apps, but why did I choose at BetMGM? Well, it's because it was marketed straight in front of my face, right? And sort of what crypto.com is doing with their mass marketing is that it's being marketed straight towards all these consumers' faces, right? The ones that are absolute beginners to crypto. And I'm sure there's tons of people out there that are, brand new to crypto that don't have any experience in it, right? So I'm sure they have these questions about which app should they use, what's the best app? Well, and where do I get kind of started, right? And sometimes it's the company that is directly engaging in front of that customer. And in my opinion, crypto.com is the company that is doing the most engagement in front of customers with their mass advertising. And then the second criteria, like if you're a brand new customer, it's like, I don't really know if this app is safe or not, but hey, the fact that, Matt Damon is, agreed to be a spokesperson for this company, the fact that the NBA, Philadelphia 76ers partner with them, UFC, Time Magazine, Visa, like all these other kind of big multinational billion-dollar companies decide to kind of partner with Crypto.com, it just speaks volume to that kind of trust and integrity, right? Like just like someone that's brand new in crypto, they want to get started. They're not going to spend hours and hours researching between Crypto.com or Voyager or Coinbase, like what is the best app to use, right? They want to get in, have a positive user experience, and if they get that positive user experience, most likely they're going to stay, right? So that's why I think it's, Crypto.com is being very smart in terms of focusing a lot of marketing dollars when we're this early into the crypto space to kind of onboard these new customers, okay? So now going back to my BetMGM example, right? So I downloaded the app, I got myself verified. It was a really quick, easy process, and I went down to the casino counter. I added like $25 of cash because I wanted to check it out, right? I was like, I'm gonna probably lose all this $25 sports betting, but I just want to check it out. So it was really quick and easy. The funds loaded onto that BetMGM app, and then there was just a large variety of things that I could kind of make bets on, whether it was, hockey or, tennis or NBA or college basketball. There's just a wide variety of things. And there's a lot of different lines, right? Like whether you're betting on the outcome of a game, you're betting on the point differential in a game, you're betting on, a wide variety of things. So there's a lot of wide variety. So I made a couple of bets on MGM to kind of keep the story short, but it was a lot of fun. It was really simple, really easy to use. The entire user experience was really, really easy. And because of that, I pretty much became a fan of BetMGM. Like, if you were to ask me, like, would I ever go to another sports betting app? I think the answer would be no, unless that sports betting app is just exponentially better or, much superior than BetMGM, or like the lines and the profits are just like that much better, right? Otherwise, I'm loyal. Like, I'm loyal to BetMGM because it was the company that onboarded me, through marketing, right? Marketing was what got me. They onboarded me. I had a great user experience. And because I had this great user experience, I decided to stay with this platform. And the only way I'll ever switch is that if another platform comes along that gives me, a much superior user experience or much superior, fees or like kind of like betting outcomes, right? That's the only way that I would actually switch. And then I'm going to draw this parallel back to Crypto.com. Like, if Crypto.com spends all these marketing and advertising dollars to get in front of the consumers, and especially the ones that are new to Crypto.com, these users come on board. They will start off small, just like myself, like with sports betting, maybe just $25 or $50, just to start off with. Maybe buy a little bit of Bitcoin or Ethereum. Maybe they check out the Crypto Earn program, and then maybe they get themselves a free debit card just to see how that whole cashback reward system works. If they have a good positive user experience, they're going to stay in the Crypto.com ecosystem. Like, these guys are not, some of them will, okay, I don't want to overgeneralize, but the majority of people, they just want simplicity, okay? They want it to work, and they want to kind of be able to invest in the things that have that wide variety of things to compete in, right? And I don't really think that there's any other crypto app out there that you could say is exponentially better than Crypto.com. So obviously there are some crypto apps where you can get a little bit better interest on certain cryptocurrencies than Crypto.com, right? There's some features I like about Voyager Digital that I like better than Crypto.com. And similarly with Coinbase, there's some things I like about Coinbase better than Crypto.com, but also vice versa. There's a lot of things I like Crypto.com a lot better than Voyager or Coinbase or Celsius or FTX or all these other things. And really it comes down to the switching costs, right? Like, if I was already onboarded with a crypto ecosystem, it's working out, I have I'm having a superior user experience and the fees are reasonable, I'm really not going to switch to another app, right? It just it doesn't make sense, right? For the average mainstream user, right? They want simplicity and they want to be able to purchase a wide variety of cryptocurrencies. They want to earn passive yield income on their cryptocurrencies, and they have that entire debit card cashback program that Crypto.com offers, right? So just like with my sports betting example, where I really took things from a beginner's mindset, that's how I really think the average new user coming into crypto is really going to think about things, right? They really want that simplicity, and they really want to be able to have a positive user experience. And if they can get those two things, then they're probably going to stay in the ecosystem and help Crypto.com earn more and more money through the exchange fees. But at the same time, if they invest in the Crypto.com CRO utility token, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take this as financial advice, right? They're going to be almost like a shareholder in the growing nature of the platform. So to kind of answer that question, do I think Crypto.com is spending too much on marketing? My answer is no. I actually think it's very smart for them to invest as heavily as they can in marketing right now when we're so early in the crypto ecosystem, to onboard as many new users as possible. And then also to give these new users an amazing customer user experience, get them to fall in love with the app, get them to fall in love with that whole Crypto.com debit card program, see how much kind of crypto cashback rewards they can earn. And then these people are going to be loyal customers, right? And I just want to, again, not a financial advice again, but the Crypto.com, the value of the CRO utility token, since my last video, it went from 19 cents to almost double to 40 cents. And there was a whole large number of reasons for that, including it now being available on Coinbase, as well as the launch of the Kronos mainnet, and obviously the overall rise of the crypto market. But what you saw is that with the rise of the CRO, the Crypto.com token, some people basically doubled their money, or some people kind of even tripled their money if they bought at the very bottom, like when Crypto.com was like under 10 cents back in June. But the majority of these people, they didn't go and sell their Crypto.com coins, or they didn't they were looking to upgrade. So instead, they actually, because of the rise in the price of CRO, a lot of these people upgraded to the next tier of the debit card program, because each tier of the debit card is based off of a certain fiat level. And with the rise of the CRO utility token to that next fiat level, they were able to get basically free upgrades. So that's a very positive and encouraging sign. It means that they're having a great time in the ecosystem. Otherwise, they wouldn't be upgrading to that next tier of cards. So those are some of the things that I really find is cool. So I really think it's, so I don't want to make this video too long, but I really think it's an arms race right now to see which company can onboard the most amount of customer users as soon as possible. And I stand by my fundamental belief that companies that are all marketing and hype but don't offer a uniquely differentiated product or one with superior technology, eventually it's going to die out in the long run, just due to competition and market forces, right? But Crypto.com, it does offer a uniquely differentiated product, okay? It doesn't matter if you're a fan of Coinbase, Voyager, Celsius, or Crypto.com. Crypto.com is unique in what it offers to their users, right? You can argue which exchange has better fees, or kind of which crypto app gives you better passive interest yielding opportunities, but you can't argue with that unique differentiating factor of Crypto.com. And similarly, all those other platforms do too have their unique value propositions, like Voyager and Celsius and FTX. They are. So I really think it's an arms race right now to see who can onboard the most amount of users, right? And in the fastest amount of time, because if you get them on and they have a great user experience, they're going to stick with your app. They're going to stick within the ecosystem, and it's just smart business. So to conclude this video, I'm actually happy that Crypto.com is investing insane amount of marketing dollars to kind of bring awareness to the mainstream, and of course their white paper, if you guys want to check it out, once again, they are on a mission to make cryptocurrency and crypto mainstream, and that's something that I really like about the company. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video. So take care.